This is program number what, Amy? 203?
Yes.
And is it a brand new program?
Yes.
And this is the date of March the 3rd, Friday.
Yeah.
And this is a super good day because it's a day after we finish the spring cleaning. Can you imagine that? The spring cleaning is done by March the 3rd. And the spring equinox will be in on March the 20th, not March the 21st, and it will be where we are in the Northern Hemisphere at 5:42 p.m. 5:42 p.m. on Monday, March the 20th. So there's a great big news. Spring cleaning is done. Next big news is Franklin was rewarded for getting up every working day and making every working day and never being late and never being absent and going to work a half an hour so he could visit with his friends over in the city room of the Buffalo News before he went to City Hall to cover the events in City Hall. Phil Eddy took an earphone and he hooked it up to an SD card. Through what over here, Amy? How does he play that? Through the computer?
Yes.
And Glendora was able to hear her log. Her, this one, folks. This camcorder is a journal. It goes all day most of the time, I guess. And Phil Eddy was able to prove to Glendora that every Soul to Soul had an archive. And Phil Eddy loaded up a Toshiba hard drive so that if anything ever happens to this computer, we can play the hard drive on another computer. Is that right, Amy?
Yes.
And do you think it'll come a day when the government needs all of the computers for our defense or something, and that the government would say, no, people, you can't play with your computer today because the government needs it? The Chamber of Commerce of Greater Northwestern Connecticut is due for their meeting of you on the 7th of March, Tuesday, and the Real Estate University is going to meet with you on Tuesday at 2 p.m. on Monday at 2 p.m. on that would be Norwalk. And Amy, are you going to go to the vegan supper put on by the Seventh-day Adventist Church at the St. Luke's Lutheran Church?
Yes.
You're going to go?
Yes.
Then I have to go, right? Then I have to go. Well, good for you. Anything else on that activity list?
We got a garage.
Yeah, we did that.
We got Norwalk.
Yeah, we did that, honey.
Banking.
Oh, the banking got done. We have $2,000 now in the bank. That's still too much, but it's better than last month when we had $4,000. And we gave away $1,300 to 15 different charities. We will give the trust $1,300 on the 8th of March. They pay all the bills, the rent, and the what else do they pay? The bank account pays the well, anyway, they pay the rent and everything else. And alrighty. Okay, Amy, let's wake up. I'm
Okay, so we
sleepier
have-
than you are. Yes, what's that?
We have SD card archive, soul to
Yeah,
soul.
we did all that, Amy.
Okay, and
Amy's
then-
wide awake, right?
And then the next one is Men at Her Feet.
Is what, dear?
Men at Her Feet.
Oh, yes. The woman bragged when I was young I had plenty of men at my feet. And her husband said, yes, they were all podiatrists. Next.
Dentist baseball or ballpark, sorry.
The wife said, you told me you were going to go see your dentist yesterday afternoon, but I went by the ballpark on the bus and out the window. I saw you going into the ballpark with a short, bald-headed man. And he says, yep, that was my dentist. Hurry up, honey.
Is this your brother?
Oh, the policeman to the little boy. Is this your brother? Yes. Well, he's kind of small, isn't he? And the little boy says, that's because he's my half-brother.
Green's complexion.
Eat your greens. Eat your greens, little girl. They're good for your complexion. And the little girl says, I don't want a green complexion.
Fallow field.
Okay. If a fellow what in a fallow field, honey?
If a fibber was found in a fallow field, how many F's are in that?
And the little boy said none. Why, Amy?
Because there's no F's in the word that.
Next.
Made of dust.
Mommy, is it true that I'm made of dust and return to dust? Yes. Well, then how come when I go swimming I don't get muddy?
Bean soup.
What, dear?
Bean soup.
Oh! The waitress says, this is bean soup. And the customer said, what was it before that?
Dan Smith.
You remind me of Dan Smith. Well, I'm not a thing like Dan Smith. Oh, yes, you are. You both owe me $20.
Well behaved.
You are so well behaved, the old lady said to the young man. Well, the young man says, it's my dad. When I was growing up, every time I was well behaved, he would give me a penny and pat me on the head. And by the time I was 17, I had $20 and a flat head.
Climb that cliff.
The scoutmaster said to the little scouts, you see that cliff over there? Yeah, we're going to climb that next. And the little scout began to shiver and shake. And he says, do people fall off of that cliff often? And what did the scoutmaster say?
No, once is enough.
Next.
How you treat others.
Oh, you're going to do the agenda? Okay, we have 3 reminders. All is said and done. After all is said and done, the only thing that really matters is how did you treat others? And we want ourselves and everybody we know to be our very best. And
Overcome sin and sickness.
yes, Amy, can we overcome sin and sickness with prayer and faith? Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Mind over matter. Overcome sin and sickness with prayer and faith. Yes. Think of good. You don't have to think about bad. You're in charge of your own mind. It's up to you what you think about. We will think only about good things. We won't think about bad things. What else, Amy?
10 good things about God.
Oneness, wholeness, beauty, harmony, allness, creativity, happiness, moving forward, joy, strength, health. Go, honey.
Hello to viewers.
Hello to viewers, yes. Anthony Thomas. You get the star today, Anthony Thomas. Next.
Born
Oh.
alive and healthy.
Well, I had a chance to give employees a raise. Consumer Direct said that they would raise the pay of my employees from $16.20 an hour to $16.50 an hour. Now, that's quite a raise. And so I chose to give a raise to 2 of my employees, and 2 I did not. So we sent out the paper, and it went out today, and it had to go out today. Next, honey.
Let's see, what else do we have on here? Do you want to say a hymn?
Okay. Just as I am without one plea, but that thy blood was shed for me, and that thou bidst us come to thee, O Lamb of God, we come, we come.
Okay, we also have vocabulary and
Vocabulary. Afflatus is an epiphany. It is an imparting of divine knowledge. It is an overpowering supernatural impulse. Good going, Amy. What's next?
well, we have some more jokes if you want to listen to them.
No. But thank you, Amy. What else?
We also have a Bible passage.
Oh, that's good. Would you read it to the folks, dear Amy?
2 o'clock p.m. 81.5 degrees Fahrenheit.
Something about,
When all is said and done?
yeah.
Yes, when all is said and done, the only thing that really matters is how did you treat others. But how about the one, seek ye first the kingdom of heaven?
Yeah, that's the one. Seek
Okay,
ye first
seek
the
ye
kingdom,
first the kingdom of heaven, and all else will follow.
Yeah.
Seek ye first loving and being kind and caring and sharing and empathetic and sympathetic. Do that first. Drop everything and do that first. Then all the other things you want will come right after it. Anything else, Amy?
Well, we covered everything on the 2 pages.
Well, aren't we sharp?
Yeah.
And how many minutes is that, dear?
We are at 13 minutes and 13 seconds.
Now, today, folks, is March the 3rd, Friday. And the program number is what, Amy?
14,203.
Thanks.
Do you want to tell people about what happened with Lori Dunnigan yesterday?
Oh, yes. Lori Dunnigan, she's a really darling, dynamic woman who grew up in Nova Scotia and now lives in the United States. She married an American Airlines pilot. And this American Airlines pilot, when he was a boy, 16 years old, his grandmother left him a home, Amy, up on Burden Lake, and that's where they live today. Isn't that nice?
That's nice.
And I asked her, wait, Amy, what do you think an American Airlines pilot makes for salary in a year?
I don't know. I'd say about maybe $60,000.
Yeah, that's what I'd say. $500,000.
Yeah.
And Amy, if they choose to do overtime and all that, and double runs and all that, it can get up to $1 million.
Wow.
Wow. Well, anyway, Amy, I got off the subject. She brought us Chinese food, and she brought it from Double Dragon. And one of it was Chinese vegetables, and another one was something like that, Chinese vegetables. And Chinese vegetables, it was 3 different dishes. And they were all so flavorful. And a pint, she bought us 3 pints. It's only $5.80 a pint. Anything else you want us to tell Amy?
Well, did anything else eventful happen yesterday?
Yes. Thank you for the cue. That would be Lisa McGee, returned from California, where she saw the Lion King on the stage. You say the Lion King won't be here until April?
August.
Oh, August. And I learned from her that she was a volleyball coach. She was very good at volleyball. And so was Lori Dunnigan. She was across the whole nation of Canada in the top volleyball league. And Lisa went to the College of St. Rose and got her education degree, and then she got her master's degree in education. And she taught for 5 years autistic children, and hers were adults. They were 18 to 21, which is the highest the state will pay for education of autistic or handicapped people. And then she, through her coaching job, she made very nice contacts, and she got a job teaching history for 30 years in Colony. 30 years she was a teacher, 6th grade, honey.
Wow.
Anything else you can cue us in on?
No. The only big thing that I did yesterday was I went to the laundromat and got a lot of laundry done.
Did you get it all done?
Yep.
Did it cost? How much did it cost?
It cost me about a little over $20.
No, Amy.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, Amy, you can come here, but then it would cost you the same here, wouldn't it? Well, I think we're ready to say goodbye and give our wishes to everybody. Happy, cheerful, humorous, full of love for everybody. Calm, confident, enthusiastic. What time is it, Amy? How many minutes?
We're at 17 minutes and 30 seconds.
May the grace of God and the fellowship of the Holy Spirit and the love of Jesus Christ be with you and all those you love. Amen.
Aw, that's kind of nice.
What'd you say, dear Amy?
I said that's nice.
It is nice?